Hey everyone, it is currently the 2nd of July 2016. Meteorologist Robert Spetta here with you. I know a lot of you have been asking for a video update recently, mainly for two reasons. We have been seeing some persistent rainfall out here across much of the central Philippines, and that's mainly due to this easterly flow that's been coming through the area with the monsoon, but also we have our newest tropical depression. It's a minor one right now. It's not named, and not in the Philippine area responsibility, so it doesn't have a Philippine name. And JMA upgrades storms when they become a tropical storm and they get a name. We haven't had one yet here in 2016, by the way, and if this forms up after July 7th or 8th, it would be a record, well, late start to the season. I think it could be named before then. So something to really watch out for. Let's talk about the Philippines first, because I know we've been looking at some persistent rainfall out here. And actually, the next 72 hours, we're still seeing some additional precipitation, about 200 to 300 millimeters on top of what you've already been getting. And let's talk about what you've already been getting, because it's actually some pretty staggering amounts here. Consistent rainfall, even over the Cebu area where this video is coming out of, has resulted in some flash flooding combined with poor drainage in some of these areas. It does result in some pretty incredible sights. It's not just roads kind of turning in the rivers. We've also seen reports of landslides and some parking lots just being submerged. This is definitely very dangerous. And if you ever end up in one of these instances, do stay out of the water. That is incredibly dangerous. I would love to say that the forecast is going to be improving. Unfortunately, this flow is staying in place, and with our developing system back towards the east, that could even enhance it and bring some more rainfall. As far as you're being directly impacted by a tropical system in Visayas, I think that is highly unlikely. Maybe northern Luzon, more so Taiwan and the southern Japanese islands, and that's what I'm going to get to now. Let's talk about where our area, way down here towards the south, possibly could be going. First, I'll actually show you what the ECMWF model is kind of showing right here. It pulling off there towards the northwest, around the Westpac High, which is located just off here towards the north, and moving towards the southern islands of Japan. Okinawa, Miyake, Jima, Ishigaki, staying a little bit east of Taiwan. That would be great news for Taiwan. You've been getting tremendous amount of rainfall recently due to the rainy season front. It's been extra harsh this year. Whenever we have tropical systems run into the islands, 1,000 millimeters of precipitation, it's kind of pretty easy, actually. If we zoom in on this picture, though, let's look ahead on the Wednesday. I know a lot of you might be watching from the Okinawa area. This could just clip or maybe move over. This is still about 5 to 6 days out. Models tend to vary. Right now, if I was to put a cone, I would say Taiwan over towards the southern Japanese islands based on the synoptic layout and also some of our model guidance. And this is just the ECMWF. Let's actually take a look at what the GFS is actually showing here. First, let's actually take a look at a satellite picture with our tropical area. A little bit closer now. I actually marked a low pressure area, but right before I updated this, or made this video, it was upgraded to a tropical depression, 1006 hectopascals. Pressure pretty much stationary, but JMA does have it as a TD. So where is it going to go? Well, remember, as I mentioned, we have that Westpac High a little bit further off here towards the north. Before I get into that, JTWC, the U.S. military, still has this as a medium area of development. I would not be surprised if this forms up into a tropical cyclone formation alert in the next 24 hours, at least by the end of the weekend, with the JTBC, or maybe they might go tropical depression. It is forming up fairly quickly. All right, here's our spaghetti model. Finally get to this. GFS. GFS is a little bit further towards the west than what the ECMWF is showing. They're actually right in this area, as I just showed you on that Meteor app. Here is where, well, excuse me. Remember, I'm using a green screen here. Here is where our GFS is going to be expected to go over closer towards the Taiwan area. It all depends on exactly what that Westpac High is going to be doing, any passing troughs, and where our storm will initialize. So there's a lot of factors in place right here. This is one thing that is consistent, and one reason why I think this could make it to a named storm system and maybe even stronger up to typhoon status. We're lacking in shear, but also sea surface temperatures. Now, this line, that's the track for the GFS, where it's showing right now. But look at these areas in the pinks. This is over 30, 31 degrees sea surface temperatures. That's some hot bath water out here. Now, we haven't had any named tropical systems yet in 2016. That means there has been no upwelling, no stirring up of the ocean, kind of cooling them down. So, as this moves over, there's just so much bent up heat in here that it could fuel up our storm pretty strong as it moves off towards the west, regardless of the exact direction it takes, because you can see above 30 °C temperatures even shoot a little bit further towards the northeast. And that's why, actually, take a look at the HWRF model. This is a hurricane model from the U.S. They have pressure going down to about 950 hectopascals when this peaks. Pretty intense. There's your synoptic layout, though, what I'm talking about with the Westpac High back there towards the east and just that overall streamline flow. It all depends on where this originates and how strong that gets. The Westpac High, that is, where this could go, and you can kind of see how it churns. And really, if you follow those lines, it's either over here, northern tip of Luzon, Taiwan, or the southern Japanese islands. So right now, there's a lot of time to watch this, guys. This is just an initial video. I'm just running through, kind of giving you a crash course on what we're looking at right now and where this could possibly go. It's not going to be for like another week before, maybe less than that, probably next Wednesday and Thursday before this gets to any major land masses. Guam might deal with it a little bit earlier, maybe some of the outer rain bands, but besides that, yeah, we still got time to watch it. So I'm going to put out more video updates whenever we get updates as well. If any of the agencies put out a track, I'll probably put out a video update. If you have any questions, though, let me know in the comment box down below. I'm going to upload this on YouTube and Facebook, so both areas. Check it out. All right, guys.